Knicks at home at MSG against the league's worst Detroit Pistons, 5-24 record. But hey, this was a night where you expected a Knicks victory and you wanted to see some signs of life, some signs of chemistry from this team's offense. Another solid outing for Kemba Walker, giving us what we needed out of the point guard slot. 22 points for Fournier, 21 and 5 for Walker. And the Block Nest monster stepping in with a season's best. 17 points, 14 rebounds, dominant on both ends of the floor. Knicks win easy, 105-91.
You were expecting to win, but you were just hoping that they were going to go out there and at least play with some kind of continuity. I know we lost that game in Boston, but we saw some good things. What we're dealing with because of everything going on with COVID.
Yeah.
And I think that carried over in this game. Kemba Walker, another strong night, 21 points in 40 minutes. Like you said, 40 minutes, a lot of minutes. Yeah. Evan Fournier kept the offense going, which is what we've been asking for from Fournier today. I think he had some good defensive moments too in this game. I know it's the Pistons, but still going to give him his pluses. Julius Randle in some instances looked all right, but then there was others where, like we've been asking, we don't need that point Randle going on. Defense looked like it was back a little bit today. Again, I know who the team we were playing was.
Yeah.
But Mitchell Robinson, for him to play 25 minutes and be a plus 24, have the stat line that he had, he was definitely the juggernaut, so much so that Tibbs had to start him in the second
in the
half.
third, yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, man, look, you just wanted to see this team come out with some kind of continuity with what we have right now. And certainly my man, Damian Dotson, back in the building, even though 4 minutes. Yes,
we saw the offense running more through the guards tonight. It wasn't force feeding Julius. It was pick and roll with Kemba. Kemba driving and kicking. Kemba getting into the paint. Connecting with Mitch. Berman was on my show yesterday, and we talked about how none of the guards have gotten Mitch involved. They have gotten Mitch activated this year, and that was what we expected with the acquisition of Kemba and another season with Rose, but we just haven't seen it. We've seen them connect on a couple Gotham lobs. Kemba operating out of the mid-range, the pick and roll out of the mid-range. We saw him running pick and rolls, pick and pops with Julius. I thought that was a great sign. Six dimes for Kemba, 5 for Burks. I thought the guards did a nice job keeping the ball moving today and orchestrating the offense.
It's going to be difficult, man. It's going to be difficult when these guys, when Deuce gets back after playing how he did, Quick gets back. It's going to be difficult to see who goes where, but let's hope Kemba's in the rotation.
Decisions, man. But yeah, again, he just looked confident out there, looked happy, and it was good to just see him out there playing good ball. Good job by Fournier. Fournier, since the Houston game, has been on a scoring uptick, obviously undermanned, so we need him to be aggressive, but I hope he doesn't stop. I hope he keeps that same energy because he's looking better.
Well, I'm really liking this starting unit. I feel like it works for a multitude of different reasons. I feel like for starters, it kind of puts Alec Burks in a situation where I feel like he's most conducive. You're not really asking him to be a traditional point guard. He's not a guy who needs to have the ball in his hand constantly to feel productive, so I like that. Also, I feel like Julius, it kind of takes him off the hook a little bit, right? So he doesn't have to feel the need to go ahead and do everything. Great games from Mitch. Great game from Kemba. And I said this after the Boston game. If he is not in this lineup, even after Derrick Rose returns, obviously he's in right now because, they say of injuries. Also, we're short still due to COVID protocols and things like that. If Kemba is not in the rotation, whether as a starter or even coming off the bench, a conversation needs to be had about Tibbs's mindset and exactly what his beef is with Kemba. And the offense runs better through him. I mean, it looks better through him. So I don't really know what happens when Derrick Rose comes back, when we get RJ back, when we get Obi back, when we get all the guys back.
Decisions.
It's going to be interesting.
Today was a great game from Mitch. I'm always saying on Twitter, I'm always telling everybody, I don't know why y'all want to come at Mitch so hard. I mean, yeah, he looked like he was stuck in mud for a couple of games, but that's only because of the conditioning. Like, you can tell he works hard. He's giving up his body like nobody else does on the team. Like, he's really taking the most shots out there night in and night out. And, like, I get he's a little bit immature, and I get that he's a little bit out there. He's different, but I rock with that. Like, I rock with Mitch. I don't think that we need to ship him out if we want to look at an upgrade at center in the future. I don't want to ship him out. I think we could get him for cheap this summer, relatively cheap, concerning his ability, the way he could get on the boards at times, like the way he can rise up on lobs. I like him. And on Kemba for a second, Kemba had a great game today. I mean, he didn't shoot the ball very well, but he ran the offense very well. And, I feel like there's a spot for Kemba in the NBA, or at least today's NBA. It's just not with this Knicks team. I need Deuce McBride over there because I need him to hold down the defensive end of the court because we got Julius Randle and Evan Fournier playing defense in that same lineup as Kemba. So we just can't afford that. I think Kemba belongs on an NBA team, just not this one.
Like I said, Tibbs has some decisions to make. Does he
lot
belong
of
on this
them
team?
at that.
I can't really say that he doesn't necessarily belong when it's a team that they're not going all in with the youth. Right. They're trying to win games. I don't see how he doesn't belong on this team.
I just got back from Madison Square Garden. It was rocking. Okay. There's a lot of love for Kemba, a lot of love for Mitch. I feel conflicted about it because, I'm team youth movement, and I know this makes it hard to get our young guys in rotation, but, I was really proud of the effort Mitch was bringing. I loved Kemba. He really was playing with joy. I've not seen that man so happy than I did at the end of that game. He was straight cheesing. I was so proud of him. But I'm really nervous about Julius. I like him as a role man. But I hate when he brings the ball up. He was leading by double digits all game, and then as soon as he's on his point forward tip, that lead's shrinking and shrinking and shrinking.
Yep.
What do y'all think is going to happen when everybody's healthy? How they can move it?
Let's just put this out there now. They're going to keep trying to win, right? So let's forget the youth movement. Even though Berman came on and said he wouldn't be surprised if they go McBride, I don't see them doing that just yet. To me, it's Kemba. Because if you already skipped over Rose to go to Burks, so clearly he has no confidence in Rose as a starter and wants to keep him fresh to potentially finish games. So what else are you gonna do? You're gonna go with Kemba. Are you taking RJ out of the rotation to go with Burks, who's a better two-way player at this point right now, as far as just keeping the ball moving and getting you some more facilitation going? I don't know, but I don't see how you go back to the whole Kemba's out of the rotation thing after the way he's playing these past few games.